All right. What's up, guys? Welcome to Tardy Pardy, episode 3. We're going to do this the right way this time.
We swear.
Sure, but
Usually a lot of times, but...
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, lack of faith over there in the corner. Thank you a lot, Jennifer.
Yeah.
oh yeah, bud.
All right, so... We got some interesting stuff we're going to talk about today, Chris.
Yeah. We probably all should mention the elephant in the room, and we are messing our other certified yapper in the corner
I
here.
mean, yeah, well...
Yeah.
Allegedly, his work doesn't deem this as worthy enough for him to take a day off, so...
I mean, that goes for some of us as well.
All of us.
All of, yeah, literally.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll change it at some point in time.
Hey, did you guys start yet?
Yeah,
Yep,
we just
we just-
started up, buddy.
What's
All
up?
right. So, now we've got a good buddy Duncan here.
What's up, everybody?
All right, so, Chris, scoot this way, and we'll just drag Duncan over.
Unfortunate.
And that's how we drift through.
Exactly.
I can go there.
So we have as well on the time thing, the CS events that are going down currently, as well as
Bunga.
the Dota 2 International EU qualifiers burning through.
Yeah, right now we're,
So
The blast-
if you're a Valve fan, shit's going out.
yeah.
Yeah, we got all of this. We got the CS coming up. Our good buddy's got Dota 2 coming up. Oh god, what else is coming up? Because I don't know any. Magic is coming out.
MagicCon in Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
Yeah,
Yep, MagicCon
MagicCon's
LA.
coming up. LV, not LA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. If it was in LA, it'd probably catch fire too.
Oh, probably right. I'm thinking of AL.
Yeah,
And that's in September?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking at maybe going to that one.
So yeah, if you're following us and if you're any of them places, you can find 2 of us.
Yeah, I'm going to the playoffs for the Blast Austin Major. I leave next week. So, yeah.
We should probably make the statement. This is being recorded right now. It is June 8th. So the majors are going to be next weekend or the weekend after? Is it the 14th?
Playoffs are the 19th to the 22nd. Right now they're in stage 2 and they have stage 3 next week.
All right. So yeah, there's a lot coming up in the groups that we do follow. Anything else coming up in the trading card world?
I've heard the One Piece TCG is phasing out a lot of their stuff recently into the new sets. We have the Bandai games coming up with the Gundam card game coming around the corner. And maybe a couple other things, but I know Force of Will is also dropping a new cluster.
Speaking of which, what's the next Magic set after Final Fantasy? coming up
It
here?
is the space one.
Okay. They're kind of just... I don't know what they're doing at this point. It feels like they're just throwing everything at the wall and hoping something sticks.
They're literally just...
Yeah,
the time.
Spider-Man, but the in-universe one is in space.
All right.
So it's probably space, and then Riga and the other thing.
Hey, how are we looking over there for Duncan?
Oh, he's already
No, the
in.
space
He's
one
set.
comes out first.
Oh,
Edge of
He's in,
Eternity.
he's in there like Flynn, bro. I
So-
said that in perfectly.
So yeah, Space is coming out in August, Edge of Eternities, and then it'll be Marvel, and then Avatar later this year.
Wait. Which Avatar?
The Last
Last
Airbender.
Oh.
But in
That was Avatar the movie for a second.
But
I
we
wasn't
have
certain which way.
the CS Major, which is bleeding through and going up the rally right now, and then Dota 2 is having their day off, and the EU qualifiers is going through. Gork and his team already got knocked out. I believe Team Baldy
I know nothing about Dota.
Yeah, as the only Dota nerd in the entire room, hey, I don't want to say Falcons to win, dreaming for NA, but Owie 2000's there, so dreams for NA, but SA is my second dream.
Counter-Strike is also hoping to win. This would be the second NA major in a row they would win if somehow Liquid took it. There's no other hope for any other NA
We
team.
need NA love, so sending love to NA from the ghosts in the past.
Literally, NA is so trash at Counter-Strike, it's not even funny.
Yo, in Dota 2, we're just as bad.
Bad.
We need all the love as we can because esports are dead in the U.S. So,
Literally.
send your love like a spirit bomb to Goku. Fuck this shit, dude.
Gaming has never been thriving more in America, but God, are we terrible at it.
Thriving, doing well, and okay, we make the best esports, but we suck at running them.
Literally. Cannot play to save our lives.
Like, okay, Overwatch League, terrible idea. We have the entirety of the League of Legends system and Valorant system imploding onto themselves. Warcraft 3 got busted. StarCraft 2 was figured out.
How much have you heard about Valorant recently? Because
it's bad. I heard.
yeah, half of the pro scene is about to fucking implode. Literally, like half of the teams that are supposed to go to the next Valorant major are like probably not even gonna attend because they're about to get banned.
Oh God, is it that bad?
It literally like, from what I've been hearing in the videos that some pros are putting out hour-long videos, there's like so much corruption in the tier 2 scene right now. Like,
is it as bad as tier 3, tier 2, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike? Because win trading over
Worse.
there is pretty bad.
like you remember I Buy Power?
Yeah.
That whole match fixing, it's blowing this out of the water. Like tens of millions of dollars in match fixing and skins just happening.
This is also a thing in Counter-Strike, and this is also a thing in Dota 2. We've all know about it. It has been there's a reason why people say 332. The Russian mob controls all of esports. And hey, there's a reason why I don't want to show my face, because I want to be able to talk about this shit. The Russian mob owns all of esports. If you talk back too much, they will find you and they will bop you. This shit just sucks. We've seen it with Taiga. We've seen it with the I Buy Power. We've seen it with multiple other professional esports players getting a skin traded to them, use it for the event, and then have to pay out for using that skin.
Yeah.
Or they're held hostage by, oh, you're going to have to lose this game for us because we did you a favor.
Is it a contract?
No. You don't, if you don't do this, we're not going to pay you, or we're going to take something from you. This is the Russian mob.
Oh, they're not playing.
No. Russian mob does not play around.
This is match fixing. This is gambling.
That's crazy, huh?
There's a reason why 1x Market is, or whatever the fuck they're called, makes so much money off of gambling, CS skins,
Literally.
and all of it. Yeah, we all know it's happening. It's good that this is all getting called out, right? I 100% say this needs to happen, but it is a thing that is going on in all. Because North America is such a shit place to freaking make the money for an esport, we can't survive without doing shady shit. Or being a streamer.
Literally.
And then if you're not a streamer, you're not good enough to keep scrimming constantly to play.
Yeah. There's only, I'm going to guess for Dota, there's only 2 or 3, like, even relevant teams for NA, right? It's the same.
One.
Yeah. Don't tell me it's Liquid.
Oh, okay, then we have maybe Shopify Rebellion, I think is still NA. And then we have Team Liquid.
Okay.
So and maybe Nerds? Is Nerds still NA? I don't know. Nerds/Geek Slate?
Couldn't tell you. They're not in Counter-Strike.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe Nerds. Or Nouns. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That Nouns.
Yeah.
Nouns is Counter-Strike, but they're like tier 3. They're so awful. They're a whole lot.
They were tier 1 Dota 2 team.
Oh, yeah.
They were kept. This must be another team that was kept together with Dota 2.
Yeah. The Counter-Strike one, they were doing pretty well. They were like tier 2 last year, and then they got all poached off. Oh, yeah. NA esports on the decline.
Yeah. NA esports has never been better.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't help. Beyond the Summit died.
That was so good, too. Where people could just fuck around the whole time. Or pros could, like, relax a little bit.
Yeah, BTS, Beyond the Summit, dying was a really bad time for it because it stopped casuals being able to walk into these type of events pretty easily.
Literally. Now all you can do to, like, even break into the scene for, like, NA is, like, Fragadelphia.
Yep.
That's, like, the lowest tier event you can get to now.
It's not even a tier of a venue that I'm talking about. Is entry level consumption.
Mm-hmm.
So, for Counter-Strike, they would do maybe a cowboy meme, or they would do like a thing of a bunch of dudes chilling out, like busting a couple jokes and doing a meme of the time. I remember for Dota, they did the bot major, where they just had entire bots play the game.
That's crazy. We never went that far, but Beyond the Summit went really well, really hard. They had tons of guys. They were just literally sitting in a room fucking playing Counter-Strike together. It was awesome. Fucking around. Now that's gone, and now it's just all the whole time.
But this is why I will admit Valve decentralizing how they do esports on the Dota 2 side because they tried the DPC.
Okay.
Did you guys have anything like the DPC?
What was it like? Was it like a second league outside of Valve?
So it was Valve's league to get to the international. So
Okay.
If you were not a professional player playing in the pro league, you would play through these DPC games, and they were qualifiers to get to the international.
Yeah, we kind of have that too in the RMRs, where you tons of teams qualify. There's like 3 separate qualifier tournaments for each region, I believe. So NA, EU, South America has their own region, Asia, like tons of different qualifiers. That's why there's so many teams at this major. There's 32 total teams. They already went through the first stage. We're right in the middle of stage 2 right now, but it's not often do like lower tier teams get in. I mean, there's some, but for all of the top tier, like top 15 teams, are all in like stages 2 or 3 right now.
Now it's we are running off of pretty much a blood sport system, and you have open qualifiers going on right now for your region, and you better kill it to get in.
Yeah. Basically how it runs. Cinderella runs to even get in. If you can even get into the major and get sticker sales, it's huge for you. That could be like a third of your revenue for the year.
Yep, and it's just ridiculous that this is the entire state of like NA esports.
Yeah, unless you're fucking one of the top teams, you just don't even get invited.
You have to have a multi-billion-dollar backing, but the multi-billion-dollar backing left about a decade ago when Turner Broadcasting System failed to do the CS show on, what was it, TBS?
Oh, I have no clue.
It was, if I remember right, oh God, it was Richard Lewis.
Oh, okay. I vaguely remember what you're talking about. I didn't know if they had a TV show, but I mean,
The ratings were horrible.
yeah.
It was on a a dead slot where they were fighting for like even survival. I remember watching some of it as a kid, but I was a computer nerd. I was playing Tribes 2 at the time and
Okay.
Counter-Strike. So you had Tribes 2, Counter-Strike, and Warcraft 3 in my house. And then everything else was on the fucking PlayStation 2.
A PlayStation 2 gamer unite.
Sorry, I had Xbox 360.
Oh,
Nice.
so okay, 360 is fantastic
Yeah.
console for multiplayer gaming on console. Um, this was just peak PC timing because like Counter-Strike is a slow, methodical shooter that you want to plan your angles to get all of your bullshit right.
Half of my highlights in Counter Strike are just running up and absolutely slaughtering everybody.
So this was at the time where going fast was a go like bunny hopping around the corner,
Food.
um, and fragging people with rocket launchers, the Quake 2 style.
Yeah.
Um, I'm used to going 300 to 500 miles per hour, dropping frisbees on people, screaming, "You dirty shazbots," and dancing, and then hitting the other side of a mountain with anti-gravity shoes to get like another 600 miles per hour of speed so I can hit another edge of a mountain to grab your flag and start jetpacking back to my place.
Crazy.
Like, and this is all back in like 2004, 2005 when I was doing a lot of
Way
that
earlier
stuff.
than me.
Hey man, I got my first desktop at around that time.
I was gonna say I think that's like 10 or 11 years before I even got my first PC.
What was it? My grandmother was a professor and she got us a computer.
Is this the same one as before or a different one?
This is my grandmother that worked studying children who diddled other children.
Ah, yes. I think we've talked about
What
that
type
one.
of studies that? Psychology?
Yeah, she was a psych.
So she helped like cancel?
What?
Was she like a counselor?
No, yeah, she did a lot of counseling. She did a lot of support work, a lot of writing. Um, yeah, crazy lady though.
Got it. Well, you gotta use the computer.
Yeah, hey, she would give us her hand-me-down machines,
Okay.
and she like top spec.
Mm.
So that means I got to at least play with medium spec machines, and I could hear wart wart zug zug, and be a happy camper.
StarCraft.
No, the Warcraft.
Oh.
Wart wart
Way,
zug
way
zug.
outside my time.
That's the orcs.
Yeah.
Oh. Fucking, yeah.
Time to get to work. Wart wart zug zug.
God. See, I loved Warcraft 1 and 2, played that as a kid. I played Warcraft 3 years later, and I couldn't get into it.
And I will forever say that is blasphemy, but I love you anyways.
It's okay. We accept you as the special needs child you are.
Yo, the hero mechanic is so beyond. This is why it's one of the only Blizzard games that is still has a competitive integrity.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, Blizzard.
Blizzard's dead except for Warcraft 3, and we have to thank Grubby for that.
Literally. Like, Overwatch was thriving, and then they fucking killed it.
Okay, wait, whoa. Speak to me. I want to hear it. Why was Overwatch thriving?
Oh, whether that was, which, 2025? That was like 7 years ago. I mean, it was the first mainstream hero shooter since TF2 had come around that actually, like, had funding and backing behind it. They tried to make something with Overwatch League happen, and then absolutely nothing came of it.
Okay. Outside of the Overwatch League, they stopped developing Heroes at a certain point. They shifted development to Overwatch 2, and
Promised a whole bunch of shit in that, didn't follow through at all. They just recycled the fucking game.
and even post-game support, Valve is doing surprisingly more than Blizzard is even doing.
Think how old is TF2 now? Like 13, 14 years?
What is it? Came out in 2005?
Oh, well, it came out that early? I have no
Yeah,
fucking
and
clue.
Overwatch came out 2016,
So,
9 years ago.
old TF2 is old enough to drink.
Literally.
What's their net worth?
Valve?
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Valve is we don't know because Valve is not a openly shared company.
Yeah, they're still private.
They are
A
a
lot.
private company.
A lot
They
of fucking
do
money.
not need to share their net worth. As
I
well.
mean, if you had to guess, probably at least 50 billion, right? I think
So
probably more.
the estimate that we've been told as a public is that they make about 1.8 times a normal Microsoft employee per day
Oh,
in their
Oh,
yearly
wow.
income.
That's a lot of funds.
And this is just off of like the Dota 2 market, CS, and all stuff going from Valve product to Valve product before Steam.
Literally. I think, oh god, what was the figure? I think Valve said they make about 3 billion on years on just like Steam community transactions with their Counter-Strike skins. Just the Counter-Strike skins in the trading market.
Yeah. Easy.
Before even like third parties are involved.
And then that also goes exactly the same for Dota 2 skins.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have TF2 skins.
Wild.
And then there's other things that go through Steam's trading service. And they take a clean 15.
Literally.
All right, so yeah, when I over here I'm seeing Valve's net worth, and this is from a 2022 Bloomberg forecast, so take that as you will. Back in 2022, it was estimated 7.7 billion. Right
That
now,
sounds so much lower than it should
Yeah,
be.
that's probably not
Microsoft
correct.
was also reportedly readying, and this is last year, $16 billion bid to acquire Valve/Steam.
That never went through.
No.
Yeah.
Because this was all underestimated.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy, literally,
Like, just as two Valve fans in the room just going, oh, that's undercutting so deep.
literally.
Yeah.
I think Valve is probably worth at least easily 30 billion.
And that's before their family name.
Oh,
I mean, not even their main, but just like, I'm going to use the word monopoly. They're monopoly on the fucking PC gaming client system, right?
I wish I could say it wasn't a monopoly, but it's not.
Like, Epic Games tried to, like, compete
They
with
tried.
them.
That's about as far as they could get.
Literally.
The problem isn't so much that they created the monopoly, it's that everyone flocked to it, which forced you into the monopoly position.
Nope.
Everyone else is fucking
You're
launchers just
completely wrong.
Really?
So, you don't remember the launcher hell.
suck. Yeah, when there was like a launcher for every single fucking game in existence.
So,
Yeah.
every single old dev did not want to go to Steam.
Yeah.
They made their own launchers.
Yes.
Their own launchers ran their own stores.
Mm-hmm.
Those own stores separated people from what?
The stores separated people from pretty much everything else.
No, their
outside.
friends list.
Yeah.
Friends list.
Yeah. The friends list.
And the friends list was so powerful on Steam, as well as the convenience of updating while you're not at your computer.
Yeah.
Think about all the modern day conveniences Steam gives you versus Epics.
Brother, I looked at Epics for maybe an hour, and I just went, yeah, no.
Okay, Blizzard launcher.
Yeah, all you get off of it is free games because they're trying to entice people to like download the launcher.
Runic. Uplay. Torch.
Awful.
Torch. What were the other launchers? Help me here.
There's the Blizzard launcher that
We already hit Blizz launcher. Origin.
EA Origin.
Yeah.
Like, you think about how many games these are already on Steam too. Like they put Call of Duty on Blizzard for what? Just COD 2019, Modern Warfare 2019, and then they switched everything back over to Steam because they just couldn't make sales.
Destiny.
Yep.
But yeah, Paradox also has its own launcher.
Yep.
But they put everything on Steam still.
Yeah.
It's just so ubiquitous.
Yeah.
So the only reason why Valve got a monopoly is because everybody else shot themselves in the foot.
Literally.
They couldn't. Okay. What brings customers? That Valve does so well. What brings customers?
I mean, there's the sales that they put on fairly.
No, don't.
I mean,
No.
we already talked about the friends list.
Yeah, we hit them with friends list.
Another aspect I'm thinking might be the community aspect that they have built up.
I feel like that you build more of a community around a game rather than around a launcher, right? It'd be like saying, I recommend Windows to you.
So what Valve did really well was bring innovation.
Okay, yeah.
So
makes sense.
we had Greenlight. Greenlight also brought communities. Communities were built for you to use around games.
Yeah.
That was a way to parse through reviews.
Yeah.
To warn you if a game is dead before you got to play it.
Literally.
And then they started putting the community system as a better review system. And then they refined the review system. And now, we can all agree the review system needs to be checked again at Valve because they've gotten too chill about it.
Yeah. There's definitely some times where I'm like, what the fuck? Like Borderlands 2, they just did a sale where they giving the base game for Borderlands 2 away for free because it's a fucking 13-year-old game now. Like, who doesn't have it?
But it's spyware.
There were reports that came out there's no fucking spyware. All it says in their privacy is that it is not spyware. It just raises people's fucking red flag meter.
So what they did is essentially put more kernel checks in on the game.
Literally.
And that is considered a form of spyware.
In the most technical sense possible.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah. But I mean, people fucking bombed that game over the last 2 weeks, and all it did was we're just checking more stuff. That's it.
Which is still problematic. Why should you be checking up on and DRMing a game that is 13 years old? Why?
I mean, if you want to go down that route, think about how many games and they fucking third parties look at your stuff. Let's talk about Face It for a second. They have kernel level anti-cheat. They check your whole fucking thing. Riot's Vanguard system.
I don't remember as a CS player which systems did I never use.
Fair.
Who is a strictly dickly Valve kid?
Yeah.
Who uses Premiere?
So crazy. I gotta finish. That's right. I gotta finish grinding out my 25 wins so I can get my Season 2 coin. God damn it.
I haven't even been able to play for my Season 2 coin yet.
Good luck. I don't even think we can play together because my rating will be way too high.
I know. I just want to get the shitty little one that triggers on my account.
Because you need 25 Premier wins to do that. I don't think you're gonna get that in like 3 weeks.
3 weeks, 25? Shit. Try me.
Alright, it depends on how much you want to binge, right? And how much you're paying
Brother,
for
he's
it.
already saying he's going to be binging like fuck when he gets his PC rebuilt, okay? Dude's probably going to be dedicating almost every waking moment to either Dota or CS.
Yeah.
Dota, CS, work, and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh. I guess
No. Magic gets to wait, and Yu-Gi-Oh gets to pause.
But I mean, yeah, I could do that too, but like, how much mental fortitude am I gonna throw at that?
Not as much as you should.
So the difference between our mental fortitude is you had some to begin with. I started out as I wanted to die, and I'm going to leave the server as I feel healed again.
Bro is the spawn of a coat hanger.
Yeah. I'll play 5 games, get angry every time, and fucking just be like, all right, run it back.
So the thing is, like, I don't get... As a Dota player, you had that ember stomped out of you about the first 1,000 hours playing the game.
Oh, Christ.
You start the game apathetic, and you feel better or you don't.
He has sacrificed his soul.
Literally.
Shadow Fiend is me.
Yeah, and I just keep pouring more of my soul into Counter-Strike whenever I have the time.
That's the difference. You still maintain a soul. He had to draw the pentagram to get rid of it.
Literally.
So one of the characters in the game is called Doom. If you read Doom's lore, his actual name is Lucifer. His ultimate is called Doomed, and it gets power for every 6 that you have. So if you're on level 6 and they are at level 6, they take bonus damage.
Unreal. That's so obnoxious.
I fucking love Dota. It's the greatest game. Valve, they just know how to make great games.
They do. Like, as much as I don't like Deadlock, I just don't like MOBAs in general. Deadlock, mwah.
I think Deadlock is a neat game. I just need to spend more time with it.
Yeah, I think it appeals to a certain fan base that probably doesn't like League and Dota. They probably have something against it. I think it appeals to that fan base. I don't think it's gonna get as big as those other two, but
I think once it gets its footing and actually comes out, it's going to be a chart topper.
You think it'll compete with those two?
I think it's going to be a chart topper. It will consume all of Smite's fan base.
Fair.
It will consume all of Overwatch's Renegades.
Heroes of the Storm will probably migrate over too.
Maybe. And I think the biggest hang up is they're gonna have to learn Dota 2 itemization. Because if you have read those items, those are Dota 2 items.
Yeah. Me and my like 15 hours in Deadlock have no clue what any of that means.
I saw one that says it is pretty much a Roshan item for about like 6,000 gold on a timer.
Okay.
Resurrection, let's go. You also had one that upgrades your ultimate with a modifier. Tell me that's not an what do you call that? Aghanim Scepter. Another one that modifies a secondary ability, your Aghanim Shard. You have your 4 abilities. The only thing that they're missing is upgrading your stats.
Fair.
The kill and deny system with the souls.
Ooh, yeah.
Being able to deny net worth is super cool.
Yeah.
Especially in a first-person shooter.
Right?
Or sorry, third.
Also,
smoothment, like the movement in that game is so smooth. They added triple jump, a triple jump dash, parry, and short hop. You can slow down your movement of jumping by punching. So you can kind of just like stall loop with wall jumps as well. The game has great movement.
It does.
I just think players need more time to sit down and cope with the game, but
Right.
it doesn't. Um,
Yeah.
I think at the start it had a good launch lineup for an alpha, but for releasing, I think they should do maybe like a. Okay, that's gonna be a steep number. 112 heroes.
What are they at? They can't be at more than like 60 right now, right?
I don't. I think they're at like 35 to 50.
I don't think they're gonna want that many heroes. I think it's gonna be a little bit more condensed down. Because when you get to 100,
They're already doing 1-to-1 Dota heroes pretty much.
Really?
They have pretty much Slurk in the game.
Oh yeah, one of the heroes is named Schlorkin, isn't it?
No, you're thinking of Viper. Viper is the 1-to-1 in Dota right over there, but they have a character that uses the model of Slurk.
Yeah. Right now for Deadlock, the peaks are actually pretty similar in the player counts. Throughout the last week, your averaging peak is like 16,000 people.
Yeah, but how many players are characters that are currently in the game right now? I'm curious.
I haven't looked into that. I'm just looking at the charts right now.
Because like really the game is still an alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can say they're doing better than freaking Bungie's marathon.
Bro's still salty about Marathon.
Oh, I'll fucking die on this hill.
Yep.
Oh god, I love Bungie. One of my favorite franchises is Marathon and Halo. Yo, go fuck yourself with that new one. Like that. Also, like I was cool with it being a freaking extraction shooter too, but the direction that they took with that extraction shooter is dog shit. They used to talk about artifacts and all of this weird shit that would modify the entire universe around your fucking shit that you had in your deposits. And if one runner gets it and brings it back at like the raid time, it would open up a gateway not for just a certain players, for everybody. So it wasn't just a single person doing a puzzle while trying to get their shit to survive, but it was a world trying to solve the same puzzle, but also depending on your greed or what quest you're on forced you into doing something. And that idea would work with a AI going through rampancy or with a cyborg trying to rebel and cause a dimensional time loop by falling asleep.
Ugh.
Because if a cyborg sleeps, a time loop will happen.
Fucking Christ.
And it's a part of the cyborg rampancy. And they were like, it felt like they could have played with cyborg rampancy so much more than what we were given in this new iteration where it's the poem of Ozymandias.
Okay, so to answer your question about the amount of heroes in Deadlock right now, it's 21 playable heroes and 14 unreleased heroes in the game files.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, yeah.
35.
So, can we just launch with, how about this? Launch with 60, and then they'll probably drop them in batches like they did at the launch of Dota 2.
Yeah. There's also another thing here that says there's 26 heroes available in regular game mode and 4 experimental heroes in the Hero Labs mode.
Yeah, so just characters they haven't actually released yet, and you can play like
They test play them.
So yeah, 30 to 35.
So yeah, if they even launch with like 50 to 60 peak.
That'll probably be a good start for them. Just to have a bunch of heroes. They probably should bump up how many items. There's not that many items in Deadlock, right? I'm asking the expert over here.
So with my 150 hours in the game, I'm still not an expert.
Okay. That's still 10 times more hours than I have.
So with the item pool, you can have a lot. And that is great. A lot more than Dota.
Really? Mm-hmm. Interesting. I don't even feel like there's that many items, though. I don't know.
So what, you get 4 usable slots, and then the rest are modifiers you get to consume, right?
There's 4 slots for each different type. There's 4 spirit slots, 4
So
physical,
that's
4 health, and then
no,
there's 4 extra.
yeah, four. So
So you can have
that's
16
8.
items total.
Yeah. So and in Dota you only have your 6 usable slots and then your 3 backpack slots,
Okay.
and then you can stash things on your donkey.
I'm gonna shove this up my ass right now.
No. Like, so your courier is like your homie.
Okay, interesting.
So
Nothing like filling the homie.
so it's like having a carrier pigeon.
That's whack.
So you will call an item in from your store, right? With some like wizard magic bullshit. And they get your message saying, "Oh man, I need a pair of boots." And you already prepaid your voucher as a warrior for a donkey. And so your donkey will get your thing saying, "Oh, hey, you got boots and you paid for them? And I'm getting called to drop this shit off? Cool, I'll take that." And then you can load things up on your donkey, have them come back to the shop, sell them for you, and you can kind of micromanage with your donkey.
Fucking crazy. Dota 2 got a donkey hauling my shit around.
Yeah, this has like been a core mechanic since like Dota 1.
That's okay.
So this is why so as a kid, I used to get yelled at for not buying Courier and told to uninstall, even though I wasn't 5 support. I was 4 support. I didn't buy Courier. I bought wards and healing items. The 5 supports buy other wards, a donkey, and maybe 2 sticks and a tango and a salve, and you give 1 tango to your carry and maybe a tango to your tank if they're nice. This was a different time,
Right. And Lin Vision beat Tylo. Would you look at that? Winner of the Asian teams.
Yo, nothing beats my boy Zin Cutie. I love ZinQ over in freaking, I think he's in Talon.
Who?
ZinQ. Talon.
Not
Oh, they don't play, Talon doesn't play in Counter-Strike?
not that I know of, but I mean...
because Talon is a Chinese team that is in Dota. ZinQ is like one of my favorite players on their team over there.
Oh, there's only
Like,
2 real Asian teams.
I know Mongols, right?
They're Mongolia. Straight up Mongolian nationals
so,
only.
Okay, so I'm sorry, CCP, don't kick me in the dick. I would like to go to China one day for a Counter-Strike thing. Please correct me. So CCP, don't kick me in the dick.
Ooh, they're playing on that. Yeah, there's only 2 real, like, actual Chinese teams, and it's Lin Vision and Tai Lu. They were playing, literally just playing in Stage 2 right now, and Lin Vision kicked their ass.
Okay, because, like, Chinese Dota has been going through some rough places, right? But Chinese Dota has been very supportive and strong for their region for a long time. I was a big fan of eHome growing up.
No, for Counter-Strike, it's just CIS and Europe. That's it. NA sucks. South America, they have like 5 mid-tier teams, but they all just suck. Asia, forget about it. They have the Mongols. That's it. You might as well just wrap it up with the Mongols only.
So in Dota, we have South America doing okay. NA sucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, South America's doing better than NA.
I will argue with that too for Counter-Strike. South America way better than NA.
And so EU runs fucking Dota right now. Then the Russian region, CIS, and all of that is okay. They used to be really strong, but they've kind of went down in ability.
Okay. For Counter-Strike, CIS and Europe just back and forth, fucking heavyweight bouts back and forth. Asia and North America in the corner, just huddled away from everybody. They're lucky to even like make it to playoffs ever for like anything. And then South America sometimes shows up if they like pop off. And that's
My
like
question is, Myles, you might know this. Like, do you follow any like computer game sports, or like maybe know the metrics of this one? Is Call of Duty doing better, or Battlefield? Like,
No.
I know Call of Duty has a pro scene. Is that healthy?
The Call of Duty pro scene, for the most part, if I remember correctly, is
Like, wasn't it ruled by FaZe?
I couldn't tell you who actually ran it. I can tell you that for the most part, the scene was like mostly multiplayer. There was also like it was
multiplayer.
Yeah.
About. Because like competitive tribes existed for a minute, and like we did well with that until what is it? Fuckfaces over at fucking High Res Games and nuked that shit to the ground.
No. As for the, I can't really say much because I don't know much about the competitive Call of Duty scene. But
hell, does anybody remember MLG? That'll sum that up for us. Did MLG pop like a bubble?
Right. MLG Columbus 2016. Where Liquid choked and had their only other chance of winning a fucking major because they can't fucking close it. The Liquid choke.
Dude, okay, wait. So this has been a problem for a lifetime.
Oh my god.
The Liquid having a issue. Okay. I want you to understand this. The Liquid choke is so noted that it is still referenced to this day in the Dota 2 community.
My god, it's that bad. It's the same for Counter-Strike. They can't fucking do anything.
And I like Liquid.
Yeah, they're the best NA team CS has. But like every time they like have a chance to do anything.
And it just proves that NA is not a strong region.
No. I just checked. Literally inside the top 20 for CS, there is one Asian team, the Mongols. There's one NA team, Liquid. And there's one South America team, Furia. That's it. Otherwise, it's Europe and CIS.
And like the Dota 2 International is going to be coming up soon, so I'm going to start digging deep again. I've been kind of off because my computer's been busted, and like I haven't been watching since Wallachia.
Fair.
Like DreamHack Wallachia was really cool, as well as what was it? It was just happening the other week when the new Dota patch came out. DreamHack, or one of those events. Maybe I'm thinking of the same event or whatever. The new Dota patch came out, adjusted the entire game, and everybody was fucking going crazy on the draft.
Crazy. Right now the only like the biggest thing happening in Counter-Strike besides the major is Team Vitality, number 1 team in the world, are on a 30 match win streak in a row.
No fucking shit.
Not even like maps, but just straight like elimination matches in a row.
Okay, I'm gonna date myself here from when my computer busted.
Mm-hmm.
I never got to play with the FAMAS changes.
The FAMAS is better. It literally isn't terrible anymore. Like, the FAMAS is viable.
You put it next to the Galil?
Yeah. I could comfortably put it next to the Galil now.
Okay. That's all I'm wondering.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't feel like if I'm at range, like, oh, well, fuck me. I basically have to play as like an SMG.
So, yeah, because don't get me twisted. You've seen my SMG plays.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. But this is why I'm a piece of shit lurker.
Right?
I
mean, the MP9 isn't 100% holy shit, this gun is busted. It's now just, oh, wow, that's insane.
Now, I still have busted one-tap potential every time. I'm probably the best tapper in the room. Can you get a 1-frame tap
Yeah.
consistently every time?
Maybe not consistently, but I like when I'm feeling it, just get out of my lobby.
Okay. Because I can get the 1-frame tap, and no, I mean a single bullet come out of an AK every single time.
Yeah, and just pop them right in the skull.
Because I can do that with every single gun in the game.
I wish.
I can do it with a fucking Mac 10.
One tapping with the Mackie.
I have done that to people. So, that is the only skill I have for Counter-Strike. I got one tap like crazy.
I am a scout fiend. Like, I'm really good just in general, but like the scout, mwah. Have I shown you my last scout highlight? I think I got it like the last time.
You posted it up?
No. I haven't posted one of those in a while because I can't figure out the shorts thing, but we'll figure that out eventually.
Yeah, okay.
But it's in my...
When we get it onto the shorts, I'll look at it.
Hey, yo, that's kind of crazy.
But hey, little motivation for us to drop more CS content, motherfuckers.
I need to start streaming that. I gotta figure out how to stream on YouTube.
Fuck, we should.
Not that hard from what I've actually seen trying to.
So, hell, this is gonna be a funny one. Are you gonna be just streaming on YouTube, or are you gonna just try to also YouTube, Twitch, or are you gonna multi-stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick?
I think just YouTube. That way, all of our content is on like one platform.
I was about to say also with Twitch, it's not worth going to at this point because it's being their number one creator right now is slowly killing it off.
Which one?
I was gonna say there's a couple I could throw in at number one. It's either XQC or Ninja. I heard that.
No.
Oh, I was thinking
The one you're thinking right now.
XQC and or Asmongold?
Asmon left.
100%? I thought he multi-streams.
From what I saw him post up a little over a week ago, he was saying he was moving over to Kick.
Yeah, I thought it was a multi-streamer.
I don't think it's multi-streamer because Tectone's also moved over.
Yeah, but he's also multi-streaming on YouTube and Kick and Twitch.
A lot of people.
Twitch banned him for retaliation recently.
Yeah, and that got overturned.
And then he got banned again.
Yeah, but no, I'm fairly certain they've all moved. If it's not completely, it's mostly over to Kick because we've got that good buddy of theirs, Mr. Hassan, who is driving away the ad revenue on Twitch.
But it's more than just Hassan. There's probably hundreds of people that are out there saying some whack thing in some random Counter-Strike server and Dota 2 server and Russian, Chinese, English, every language under the sun. But then you have also Mr. Hassan Diddy Piker helping out, like, expedite that getting called out from like the Anti-Defamation League, which is just not right. Like, not the right light you want to put on something when the last positive light was Twitch Ninja flossing at the ball drop or something like that, right?
Right. And before that, the worst thing that happened was Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's not
What
having
was
allowed
that
to stream on
big
Twitch
thing with the ad revenue that was the YouTube thing back in the day?
Oh, the Adpocalypse?
Yeah, that's what's going on right now on Twitch.
But the Twitch bubble has been meaning to pop for a long time.
Right? It started when Mixer was trying to break in. But they didn't. I don't think Mixer succeeded all that well, but it definitely broke Twitch's bubble. It allowed some other platforms to kind of come in and start
No. what that did was actually stimulate the scene because it caused more money to influx in from Microsoft injection. Their failed injection still to create a second platform also secured Twitch a way to concrete itself, to make itself more stable. Then you had them do the anti-gambling thing. That anti-gambling thing turned into Kick.
There.
And you know what, people don't like to be told what to do, and people don't like to watch their money evaporate. And I don't know the numbers for a Twitch sub to a dollary do. But I do know Kick is dollary dues are better than Twitch's amount of dollary dues.
Copy. Dollary do. You're not talking about Twitch bits, right?
No,
Okay.
actually, yes. I'm talking about Twitch bits, subscriptions, and
Subs
everything.
are about $5 unless you have Amazon Prime, and then you get a free sub every month. Bits are a penny each.
I'm just talking about in general. I don't know how much dollary dues you would make per Twitch stream versus the amount of dollary dues you would make over at a Kick stream. That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
Because I don't want to be disingenuous.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking tell you.
I can't tell you to save my fucking dick. I'm not a streamer.
I was for a while on Twitch. I was just fucking streaming my games. And then I stopped because I have life.
There's nothing wrong with having a life and then streaming for fun.
I stream for my birthday, that's about it.
But if anything, we should probably make it a consistent 1 to 2 days a week, or be consistent in some sort, because I should probably release about 2 things a week, but
Yay, 2 uploads from you, 3 from me, 2 from this one.
but in actuality, it'll end.
What are you gonna do?
But in actuality, it will probably be one.
I run everything behind the scenes, bud.
It would probably be one upload and maybe a rant.
Yeah.
Because if you can tell, I'm a professional yapper over here.
Yeah. I am clickhead / knowledge for other games. The factory must grow. The factory must grow.
Lord have mercy. When are we getting Ricochet 2?
Fucking what?
Ricochet 2. You don't remember Ricochet 1, Valve's greatest game that ever came out?
I may be a certified Valve gamer, but that game is Counter-Strike. After that...
Oh, take a second to look up Ricochet.
I'm doing it right now.
Ricochet 2 is going to be pog as fuck.
Oh god, this is late 90s, early 2000s.
So
November
as old
1st,
as me.
2000.
So literally almost as old as me.
You can get it for $5.
I think that's a little bit too rich for my blood.
It's Baller Valve Gaming. You will not find a working server.
Yeah.
It's like trying to find a game at D-Day right now. You'll probably find one at some weird hour in a pug, but not at this hour. It's like trying to find a game of Tribes 2 at 3 in the afternoon on a Monday.
You're fucking right.
You're not gonna find one until Friday nights at 6:30 from some random Dutch guy who's playing it with some 30 other dudes who've been playing the game for 30 years.
Literally.
And it is one of the greatest times you'll ever fucking have if you like old video games. They're so nice. Also, the Tribes Aerial Assault crowd. Super nice guys. I recommend them. If you have a PS2 emulator and you like to play on the internet, good time. Hell, have you played with the PS2 emulator?
No.
It has online support.
Dope.
You know,
What games are multiplayer for that? What the holy shit?
you have like Dot Hack, Final Fantasy.
Oh, I'm not a.
You have SOCOM, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I know that one. That's the first one you said that I'm like, oh damn, I actually know what that game is. Still have never played it before.
Okay, so so you have Underground, American Wasteland, and like I think 4.
Never played a single one of those games that you just. I
Um,
know about Tony Hawk Pro Skate. That's it.
there was a bunch of online PS2 games. On PS2 online was rough.
Wasn't Underground 2 also an online one?
Yeah, I had online. Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I was saying. The Underground. Oh,
Okay.
Need for Speed Underground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. there we
Also,
go.
Need for Speed Carbon was online too.
Yeah, I remember that.
So yeah, there was a lot of multiplayer games on PS2, but it was towards the for the United States, I think it was like middle of it, like beginning middle, because it had the hard drive update port.
Fair.
And then you had because they allowed you to use the internet on operating system mode on the
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 when you installed Linux on your PS2.
Yeah, I never did that.
Wait! You've never heard of people installing Linux to PlayStation 2?
Brother, I think the last time I played the PlayStation 2 was it's 2025, like 2009, 2008.
It was last week for me. I was playing Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Never played it.
Dude, that game is a fucking big dick baller game. I recommend it.
Like any game from the late 2000s, early 2010s, if it wasn't the golden age of COD, I basically didn't play it. I played Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops 2. I played Halo Reach. That's about the extent of my gaming during that time.
Yo, Myles, your face on that one was fucking Ark of the Covenant.
Ugh.
Thank God I'm here.
My obsessions run deep. That's it. Counter-Strike,
Boy
Magic.
makes me feel old.
That's because you are older than me. I'm
I said old, not just older.
pretty sure I'm the youngest one here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I've been shadow realmed.
Look, I'll admit to, I don't know a lot when it comes to the video game stuff anymore, but I knew much more back in the day stuff.
Homie probably doesn't know the experience of beating freaking God of War and then getting all of the eggs in the right basket to get a phone number to get the thing of Kratos saying, yeah, we're making a sequel.
I've never played a single minute of any God of War game.
Good. Don't.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I was expecting a...
1, 2, and 3 were fun. And the PSP game was neato. After that, they went to Norse mythology.
Yeah,
Makes no fucking sense. And was handled like dog shit, in my honest opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen so many people genuinely enjoy playing those games. Hell, I've put on the cinematics.
I think they probably had a great time. They loved the games and they enjoyed it, and I don't argue it. As just an OG God of War fan, I want a hack and slash, and you're telling me I need to parry in a game I don't care about parrying for, because if I want a Devil May Cry, I will play fucking Devil May Cry.
The only one of those games I played was the non-canon one.
Oh, DMC, Devil May Cry?
Yeah, just dope. That's the only one of those I played.
That game is neat.
It was neat. I had a fun time.
I'm not even gonna say it was a bad game. It's not good for a Devil May Cry game, but it was neat.
Literally just slashing through hordes. I was like, yeah.
I'm as a person who Devil May Cry 1, 3, 4, and 5, DMC I like to go to when I'm drunk. And I just combo off.
12 years ago.
12 years ago for what? Devil May Cry?
Yeah. January 24th, 2013.
Yeah, that tracks for me. That tracks.
Oh God, yeah, okay. I remember where you were. You're not where you were, but I remember where the world was when that trailer dropped.
I fucking don't.
I was watching G4. This at a video game for the video game expos. Tell me people do that anymore.
Sometimes people watch like the PAX panels or like the E3.
No. You wouldn't. You had a news reporter like motherfucker walking around a comm, going, and so, like me, I would be just a random voice behind the camera carrying it around a freaking event.
Insane.
Yeah, you were thrown in a crowd and told, yeah. Then they would put like maybe some what was her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. She was on Attack of the Show. Emily Mung. She was like a hot Asian chick that they used to staple around.
That does sound familiar.
I feel like I am being the...
Once you get past like 2018, I had known nothing anymore. My knowledge is like non-existent.
Yo, I can hit him with lore that'll shadow realm him like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Couldn't... Disney characters and
with
darkness.
Final Fantasy, talking about the darkness and why Sora's in another dimension kissing Woody. Singing Little Mermaid songs, trying to find Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go fucking, it's beyond.
Literally. All I played from like 2012 to 2016 was Call of Duty.
Man. So, like, you ever play Sonic 2?
Nope.
No. He missed out on a lot.
Like, Knuckles, and Knuckles?
I know who Sonic is. That's like asking me who Pac-Man is. Yeah, I know who they are. Have I played it? No, not really. And by no, not really, I mean no.
The boy here missed out on...
Did you play
so
Mario?
much good.
Which one?
Jumpman, Mario, Jumpman.
Next question, please.
Fair enough.
I played Mario Galaxy. I played Mario Sunshine. That was fun. That was a fun one.
Okay. You played the 3D Mario. Okay.
Yeah.
That was it.
So you've never tasted the crack of like 2D platformer?
No, he hasn't.
Oh God, me and you doing LPs are gonna be great, buddy. Because I'm dragging you to play some fucking games. Let's go.
My 2D crack is Factorio.
Oh, yo, dude, you can dump me in Factorio and watch me suffer later. I bet you can show me some games, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
But I got a list for you, buddy.
Oh, I bet you do.
We're going through some dungeons of some classic crap.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. Also, have you ever heard of PlayStation 2 MMOs that are dead? Have you ever walked into a dead world?
The answer to that
We're
question
outside
is
my
don't.
timeline.
Okay, no,
Like-
just have you ever walked into a dead world?
Don't.
I couldn't even tell you what that is. Like, it's just a game without servers?
No, like it has servers and they're up and running.
There's
Nobody ever plays in them. They haven't been touched in like 14 years.
No. The game is old. If the game is older than 2012, I probably haven't played it in like 10 years.
Oh God! So we're gonna have some fun time in 14-year-old servers that are rotting.
Let's go. Like, the only game I play from that era, like, consistently still is Borderlands 2. And if I'm really feeling like I really want to like have nostalgia, I go and play like COD Zombies, so, like Black Ops 2.
Holy shit! I'm saying 14 years old. And I'm actually thinking they're 20 years old.
Yeah.
These are 20-year-old rotting
Yeah.
servers.
Trust me, I knew it was older than you thought.
Yeah, we're
It took
outside my
me-
time range.
I like because I'm thinking, how old are the Halo CE servers for their original Windows?
2000.
Okay.
2001, roughly.
Okay, and then like the
so
tribe,
basically my age.
and then the Tribes
Yeah.
2 servers are like kicking from 2002.
Notice how we were actually having a conversation about Valve stuff, and as soon as we transitioned past like 2012, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about anymore?
Yeah. But like, so, but like, you ever play old Quake?
No.
But you play Counter Strike.
Yeah. That's the only Valve game I play.
Did he play Gold Source?
No.
Just Source?
No.
Only Global?
Global Offensive and 2, that's it. I didn't even play 1.6.
Oh God. Okay, so we're gonna have fun playing Source. Do you surf?
No.
Yo.
Okay, the only like movement I can like consistently do, I can do the silent drop down on Nuke onto the bomb site. That's it. That's my only piece of surfing I can do. I can't even do basic surf maps. I can't do basic KZ maps.
You know,
All I can do is
jump?
what's up?
Rocket jump. Oh God, we're gonna have a great time playing on some Valve servers, buddy. Hell yeah.
I am disappointing these two.
You're not disappointing me. You're giving me like freaking content for us to do. You're helping us farm.
Let's
We're
go.
planting seeds.
Oh God. Halo, November 15th, 2001.
And like, what? Did full Halo playthrough win?
What do you mean by full Halo playthrough?
He means like going through all the games.
I know what he means. I want to know where it ends.
The proper ending.
Okay.
So up to 3 or reach. I'm gonna guess you don't
3.
count 4.
You go up to 3,
3.
you start at Reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes Reach, ODST, Reach, ODST.
ODST happened about the same time as Halo 3.
I thought it happened around the same time as
No.
between 1 and 2.
No. It goes Reach, 1,
2,
3, ODST.
ODST.
Granted, those two were
Are happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because, okay. But there's 2 events that I thought happened around 2. So it must have been at the start of 3. I'll just double check the lore when we get there.
Probably.
Fuck it. We get there. We'll have it run canonical timeline.
The only Halo game I've played is Reach.
Yeah, not a bad
Yeah.
one. You fucking
Yeah.
Like a good
Had a
game.
great time.
It could be worse. You could have said 4 or 5.
Yeah, actually, thank you for saying it for me. Yeah, 4 or 5 was dog shit.
Literally.
And the thing is, I love Halo to death. I need this to be said. But Halo also killed my favorite game franchise. And it really hurts my feelings every fucking time that it killed Tribes, because it's just a bitch-ass version of the same shit. But it's more consumable because you're not moving at 300 miles fucking per hour, jumping over mountains and shooting frisbees at each other.
Let's go.
The Yeetus Deletus disc?
Oh my God, the Yeetus Deletus disc. The frisbee launcher is so fucking good, dude. Like, okay, when you hit a mountain and you have the perfect angle and you're surfing down that mountain, or sorry, I shouldn't say surfing because that's wrong. You're skiing. You are skiing down a mountain at 300 miles per hour, planning your timing just right to hit your jetpack and fucking soar like an eagle.
Yeah.
Fly
By the
like
way,
an
if you decide to
eagle.
do Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, and Halo 3, I do have those on disc. Good deal.
Or we can just play MCC and just have it on the highest res textures and use the easiest version to record.
I don't even have MCC. I think everybody else in this room. Okay, maybe not him, but I mean, I know Draven does.
Draven does.
I do.
I think I can download it. I don't like it.
it also has the prototypes, which is pretty cool now. So if we have to admit one thing that one freaking 343 dev has done is the silent cartographer dudes or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, who remastered all of the prototype Halo stuff that was shown at Macworld 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely, it's been some fucking good shit that has been Bungie has done in their past, but it really sucks that fuck it, plagiarism to become God.
Yep.
Is this how we're gonna do this? We're gonna plagiarize to become God, boys?
Oh,
The answer is no.
I know.
We're not Hassan Diddy Pikers.
Exactly.
We're not grifters.
Yo, you know a game we should play that I've never played that I think would probably be entertaining for PlayStation 2?
What?
Shadow of the Colossus. Thoughts?
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, let's play the remaster. We have a PS4 Pro.
Let's go. I don't. I'd have to get it for your PC probably.
Did they release it for PC?
Rather, my knowledge of the game is fight big monster.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to play. No, we're just gonna play it on PS2 emulator. Fuck it. We're gonna play it on our 100% legit PS2 that is at my house. That is perfectly set up. I never used an emulator, and the emulations that we do talk about are personal emulations, and I wouldn't tell anybody else to use one.
I actually have it. Do I still have my PS2? I should. Somewhere in my house.
Yeah, if you can, I'll help you get the BIOS information. We'll get your PS2 working perfect again.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 2 games I'm gonna have to quote unquote get running. Would be Eco. We're gonna have to go through Eco before we play Shadow of the Colossus. Myles, do you know why?
No, not off the top of my head.
Do you happen to know why? Because you brought up Shadow of the Colossus.
Looked like a fun game. I watched a playthrough of it. That was like my only experience. It looked fun.
So the creator of Shadow of the Colossus' first game is something that I probably don't fucking know, but the game in the series that I do know before Shadow of the Colossus is Eco. And Eco is a game where you have to kind of save this maiden. And also in Eco, it kind of alludes to that it's the same world as Shadow of the Colossus.
All right. Interesting.
And then there's a game on PlayStation 4 about controlling a dog or something like that also is in the same universe? Question mark.
Question mark.
Oh. Okay, you've got Team Eco, the developer for Shadow of the Colossus and Eco. They've released 3 games. Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian.
Last Guardian's the last game I'm thinking of. So, yeah, you want to do an entire fucking run of their games and want to kill each other by the end of it?
Sure. Hell yeah.
Alrighty. So, we're never going to make it to the end of that one. And that's where we're going to implode the episode. Eco is not healthy for anybody, and neither is Shadow of Colossus, because everybody who's wise enough knows the fruits of those games' labors are poisonous.
Yeah, that's very true. All right, that's going to close out episode 3 remastered here. I've been Myles. We've now got a ghost who used to be Chris. And we've got Jack over in the corner.
Yeah, jack me off.
Out. Have a good one.